Hey you, Tube. What's up? It's me. I'm back. Vlogging like it's good for me, I guess. Trying to keep consistent with it. I've not been. It's Thursday. I'm about to get into an evening delivery shift, but I took an extra couple days off this week because I had a good night at the casino. And like I said, I'm a bit of a gambler. I like blackjack, I like some video poker, and I like slots. I do. This was the big hit. I saw a maxed out grand on Happy and Prosperous, which is a Lightning Link game, and I got this little puppy 970, which is pretty good hit considering. I got another one for just under 500, and again the coins jumping out there. And I managed to leave with that money. That's the thing about my gambling habit is I gotta say that after a little bit of trial and error and a lot of YouTube watching, really for years and years, I would just go once or twice, during the summer to either Mohegan Sun or Foxwoods. I live, in the Northeast, and I would just go with a couple hundred and play some blackjack and play a few penny slots. But I'm pretty much almost always lost, and just always kind of accepted that that was going to be what was going to happen. Once in a while, I had a good streak on blackjack and managed to like leave with something, but mostly I just went for some entertainment. Saw some concerts. It wasn't until I started watching some YouTube channels. Shout out to cats like Brian Christopher, and might have been the first slot channel I ever saw, and quickly usurped by the Big Jackpot and some others along the line, Lady Luck HQ, NG Slots, NJ Slots, New Jersey. That guy's hilarious. I like old school slots, who is pretty much from my area. What I kind of learned from these cats was that jackpots were possible. When I say jackpot, a jackpot is $1,200 or more. Pretty much it stops the machine, and they've got to pay you by hand, and you have to like pay taxes on that kind of a jackpot. And what I learned from watching these channels was like these aren't only possible. I used to think that a jackpot was just like winning the Mega Millions, like being struck by lightning. I thought it was something way beyond me. The most I could ever hope for is a couple $100 on a penny slot, and eat some good food and like see a concert. That was my expectations. But I started watching these videos, and I kind of like followed what some of these cats preach. Now some of these cats just are like rich, and they have unlimited money, and their budget is like they can gamble 10 grand like nothing. That is definitely not me. It's rare that I can walk into a casino with more than 400 of money that one I can afford to lose. I'm not a high roller by any stretch of any imagination, but I enjoy the dopamine hits. I enjoy the chance, the games of chance. I especially like slot machines because I believe in dumb luck. I believe in just I'm not pretending like I know anything about anything. I just like to hit the button, and sometimes stupid great things happen. But what I found was that the higher the bet, the higher the denomination, the higher the machine you're playing, you go to the high limit room and find those. And those range, from like these bets can be like a 10-cent denomination, but it's like a $5 bet, a $10 bet, to I've seen several $100 bets, and probably the most I've ever bet in one button push was 100. But I realized that these guys might be onto something because they're not looking for the biggest, grandest, most insane $1 million jackpot. They're looking for very attainable hits that have to come. Like when you're playing higher denominations, you're playing higher bets in the high limit room. The return rate of play that the machines are programmed to is higher than with penny slots. Penny slots, I guess a return rate of play is like 84%. So for every dollar you put in one, you can reasonably expect 84 cents. And this is over the lifetime of like a program machine. I'm not saying like you sit down with $50, you can expect to get like, you can expect to get like $42 back from it. That's not what I'm saying here. But I'm saying like over the course of time, like these machines are programmed to give money back. And for some, that's just, getting 50 cents on the dollar bet, which, penny slots, it's a slow burn, it's a slow drip, but you are destined to lose all of it. You might have some more playtime, but what I learned, these cats go for the big bets, but when they hit even a small middling hit, it's a freaking jackpot. Now these cats, like I've seen them win. I've seen someone win $1 million on YouTube. I've seen people win hundreds of thousands of dollars on a slot hit, and yeah, they're sitting there and like they're risking more money than I make in a year in an evening, but like it's all relative to like what they can afford. So, but what I thought about this in terms of how I play is that, well, I'll go in and I'll take 5, 6 big shots. I'll take, $10, $20 shots. And if I hit a middling hit, it's going to be an excellent hit, And the first time I ever tried that, I laid a $50 bet and on a Wheel of Fortune machine, $25 denomination. You had to play 2 credits. And maybe I'll show a picture of it. I'm not going to look for the picture of it. That was years ago. But the first time I ever hit, I hit the wheel spin, and I got $3,000 on that, and all of a sudden, like I just was flabbergasted. I just sat there at the machine, like being like, "Is anyone seeing this?" I just felt like I made off, like Ocean's 11. I made a $50 bet, and the first bet was like a cherry, which I got my money back, and the second bet was like a $3,000 win. And that does not happen all the time, but like I'm telling you, I've been playing like that almost exclusively since, and I've hit $8,000 on a $50 bet. I've hit $5,500 on on a $25 bet, and so on. I've hit $7,500 on a $25 bet, and dozens of $1,200 and $2,000 hits. And maybe it's once out of every 3-4 times that I'll go, and the nights I do go with $300-$400 and I play big, and I could be knocked out in 5 minutes, and that's okay. So this happened the other night. So on Tuesday, I go to MGM Springfield. It's probably the closest casino to me, about 40 minutes drive, and I went there on a mission. I don't have cable, so I'm not trying to go to the bar to watch the Celtics game. I usually work and listen to it on the radio, but I don't have cable right now. I'm not trying to subscribe to too many subscription channels, Fubo TV, whatever, to catch live games, because I'm usually working nights anyway. So, but it was Tuesday. I knew it was going to be slow, and I really wanted to watch them play the Denver Nuggets, because that's a marquee game to me. So I was like, all right, I could go to a local bar and sit there, and I didn't really I'm not drinking, so. I don't really want to go to a restaurant bar because I don't eat that late, and I just didn't feel like doing that. So I would just go to MGM. And I've done this a couple times this year where there's a game I really want to see, and it's a night where I don't want to work, and I will just go to the casino and watch the game. And if you play long enough, you get a bunch of points on your card. So I had free snacks. Here's the TV that I'm watching on, it's got all the games on. And since I was up over $1,000, I decided to make my first ever sports bet. And my plan was, all right, I'm going to bet $20 on the Denver Nuggets to win, even though Celtics are my guys. Those are my boys, and it's sacrilegious to bet against your team. But I was kind of hedging my bets in a sort of in a weird way, in a reverse sort of I don't even know what the word I'm looking for, but I want the Celtics to win always, right? But the last couple times I've gone to the casino to watch them, like they've lost, and I'm wondering if like that's a bad omen that I'm going to watch them. So, and I traveled all that way to go watch them. So I decided to just make a wager. And I was like, well, either way, I'm going to be happy. If the Celtics win, they win, and I'm out $20, whatever. I won over 1,000 on those hits, right? But, if they lose and Denver wins, then I win. So it was not for nothing. So lo and behold, I hit like the button for place the $20 bet, and just as I'm hitting that button, they say on the television that like Nikola Jokic, the 3-time MVP, is not playing for Denver that night. So before I knew it, I had like a ticket that was like way more valuable. Like I almost caught myself being like, I kind of it would have been $72 win plus my money back if the Nuggets had won, just straight up, no even point spread. I don't even know how that stuff works. I'm not a sports bettor. But it was just a comedic moment that like I hit that button for Denver to win, and then realized their best player, arguably the best player on the planet, wasn't playing for the team I was betting on. But it worked out. Celtics win. I was like, that was well worth the $20, like the anti-superstitious bet. And had a really good night. So I don't know, just working out. Otherwise, just. Had a friend over yesterday who is big into card games, not gambling kind, but like gin rummy. He's teaching me gin rummy, and he's teaching me some dice games and stuff. So had a good time, and it's been super crazy cold, but at least our city's not on fire. So love to all my friends out in LA. If you live out there, I hope you're safe. That's scary. Gonna head out on a shift and yeah, continue to work. Like that's the thing. I gave myself an extra day off this week because I had a big win. I was like, okay, I don't feel as stressed about making the money, but I'm doing pretty well in the finance department. And but I'm gonna work throughout the weekend, and maybe I'll check back in and let you know how I'm doing on that score. But otherwise, hope you all are safe. Hope you all have fun. If you do gamble, be responsible. Big tip for me is I leave the ATM card in the car, so I'm not tempted, and I don't have easy access to get more money. Because once in a while I do feel that like, I got knocked out too fast. I want to, but I feel like I can get it back. But like, if you have to walk back to the car to get the ATM machine, usually you will like change your mind. You'll cool out, and so that's a big tip for me. If you gamble, do it responsibly. Only take what you can afford to lose and be fine with that. You can't expect to win. And but it's all about, for me, it's all about putting yourself in the best position to it's like making an educated guess. Like if I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose on the machine that's going to pay me like what I really consider worthwhile. So have a great day. Later.